Hi, everybody. My name is Allison Salvati, and I am thrilled to be hosting Compass Natural Marketing's 38th episode of Compass Coffee Talk. A shout out to our sponsors, Presence Marketing, Naturally Colorado, Naturally New York, and Naturally San Diego. I'm really excited to talk to today's guest, Torah Torres. She is the founder of Adventure CPG, which is a new distribution company that is transforming how natural products are reaching shelves nationwide. Torah has over 20 years of experience in the natural industry, including supply chain, brand building, and sustainable retail strategy. And she has developed a pretty revolutionary vision for a distribution model that supports mission-driven brands and retailers. So, hi, Torah, welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, Adventure CPG isn't a traditional distributor, and it's not just a tech platform either. It's kind of a hybrid distributor that bridges the best of both worlds. So, tell us more about the company.
So, like a traditional distributor, we manage logistics, warehousing, and delivery to the store. But unlike the traditional distributor, we skip the markups, the fees, and the contracts. You don't need that anymore. And then we give you access to every store through our network of national distributors and trusted partners.
Okay. So, what would this look like? Give me a brief example for a brand.
Think of it like this. Let's say you're a granola brand and you just got a yes from a regional chain in Colorado. But the store only buys through its specific distributors. So normally you would have to sign a contract with a distributor, negotiate fees, give up some margin, just to get to the store shelf. But with Adventure CPG, you don't have to do that. What you would do is just join as a member, send your product to our shared warehouse, and when the store places an order, we handle the rest. We do this through our partnership with the store's preferred regional distributors. We get your product delivered easily. It's easy. We just created a shortcut for brands that's much cheaper than what they're paying now.
Well, and my understanding is that currently a natural brand is paying up to 25% in margins and exorbitant fees and chargebacks and things like that. And so by you having, and we'll talk a little bit more about the pricing structure down the road, but you're just doing
Mhm.
pass-through costs. And so you're not going to be adding any of those margins, so it's going to save brands a ton of money, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a huge passion project for you. What's your why for launching this new platform?
Well, I grew up in the natural products industry. I mean, my mom used to do demos for Amy's. My dad's a master herbalist. I mean, my godparents had a co-op where we used to do bulk buying for people. And then I actually ended up at Reed's and learned everything there. I mean, I absolutely loved it. That's when I
Reed's
fell in
Ginger
love.
Brew. Yeah, great brand.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the number one selling natural soda at the time. Um, but it pains me now to really hear that brands and retailers aren't happy and that I mean that they're somewhat struggling too. Like it's not easy like it used to be. So what I did was I did a SWOT analysis and I learned some really interesting things. And what I learned was brands are really struggling to survive. I mean, I thought like, okay, not so bad, but like we're losing brands. It's pretty terrifying. Um, and it's just too expensive for them to get to the store shelves and actually be able to thrive. So there's no money in their pocket. Distributors are just not all of them. Some of them are doing the best they can too with the lower volumes, but some of the big ones are getting fat and they're looking like they're not. But when I did some digging, it was not good. We're typically being charged 25%, as some brands know, for distribution, just to distribute. No, nothing on top of that. And when I saw that and I went to actually a logistics conference, I found out that our competitor market, like the conventional food industry, is really only paying 4% to 12%. There's a huge gap. And that was disturbing to me. I imagine it for anybody. And it really comes down to what the industry represents and what's actually being put out there. And so I just wanted to give a different level of care. I just want better for you brands to be able to get to people more effectively, efficiently, and at a price that's affordable and fair.
Yeah. Yeah. So walk us through more of the details about how Adventure CPG works with a brand. You've already said that a brand joins as a member, and then what's the next step?
It's actually really simple. So after a brand joins, they're onboarded. We do a kickoff onboarding call with the designated brand manager who collects the info needed, like SKUs, volume, forecasting, market materials, like all the normal things you would do when onboarding with the distributor. Then the brand ships the product to our Adventure CPG warehouse. We have warehouses all over the country. Then the brand's sales team continues to sell into the retail accounts as usual, but in parallel, our sales team will be actively visiting stores, presenting catalogs, and supporting the sell through to the shelf. Once the retailer gives a thumbs up, says, "Hey, I want your products," the brands put in an order into the portal or the broker, whoever it is. And then our team at Adventure CPG will review the order, confirm the payment terms, everything necessary, everything's good. Then we will coordinate with the regional distributor partners to pick up the order at our warehouse and deliver it to the store. Once the delivery is confirmed and signed for at the store, like it made it to the store, Adventure CPG ensures everybody in the supply chain is paid from the brand to the trucks to the warehouse. Yeah, our tracking and reporting is very robust. So brands have access to all of this. We have fully tech-enabled supply chain information. So you're going to be able to see everything, real-time visibility, tracking your product from the warehouse to the complete shelf, like no problem.
So tell us more about the pricing structure.
Yeah, it's actually pretty simple. It's a monthly membership fee. This allows brands and partners to have access to all the logistics, storage, fulfillment. I mean, there's no surprises with deductions or chargebacks that are weird. It's based on the brand's volumes and it's on a sliding scale. The actual distribution cost for warehousing and fulfillment are passed through to the brands. We're not adding any margins or slotting fees or marketing charges. Actually, we don't have any marketing program requirements.
Hmm.
We're You're not forced to pay into a program that doesn't serve you or your strategy. I just always thought that was ridiculous.
Well, that's a huge differentiator between you and the other guys. So I think another thing that really differentiates you is the technology that you're using. Tell us about that.
For instance, we're using blockchain technology for products and system security. We have partnerships with like TurnLink, which is also TurnTree, which is an awesome solution. You should check it out if you haven't already. Pop Capacity, GS1. This all allows transparent billing and easy to use dashboards. It's really like simplified reporting and real time performance data using AI, which is something I think the industry is really looking forward to and needs desperately, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, other than distribution logistics, I know that Adventure CPG is going to be offering brands just, additional add-ons for support. What are a couple of those?
So, yeah, we'll have some add-on options like sales support. We'll also be able to help you with like store demoing and different teams. Anything you're going to need to really grow your brand, your
I think
business.
that's a really important part of this for small brands that are needing support in stores with demos. And that's a whole other layer of the sales support cycle that small brands can navigate through you now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the nuts and bolts of Adventure CPG, let me just see if I can summarize it. So you are basically offering brands an entirely new national distribution solution. And by leveraging these regional distributors that you've got partnerships with all over the country, you are giving brands the access to their networks without requiring direct contracts, which is huge.
Yeah.
Ultimately, brands are going to be able to get into key retailers, stores they trust, but without the complexity and some of those exclusivity clauses that are sometimes, involved. You are supporting brands of all sizes,
Mhm.
emerging new brands, as well as up to, whatever, 200 million in sales. And those smaller brands are getting access, education, efficiency, infrastructure that doesn't break their budget. And then the legacy brands are kind of getting that modernization and just basically a way to kind of connect to today's values. So,
Yeah.
and all for the price of a membership, right?
Simple.
Simple. I think what I
No
also
brainer there.
No brainer, yeah. I think what I also love is that this is really such an amazing platform for retailers too. They're going to be able to access through the portal all of these, emerging and high demand natural brands, which is going to result in more sell through. And then your store facing reps are going to help curate brand selections based on region and trends and category needs. So it's a really awesome platform for the retailers as well. So
Yeah.
good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tora, tell us how a brand can become a member.
So a brand can just go to adventurecpg.com and start the onboarding process. We have distribution starting this summer, so it's right around the corner. And the more brands that join, the more affordable the solution is going to be. We're really trying to get down to that like 4%, closer to that, so we can compete on the store shelf with our competitors. And the brands that sign up with us and join Adventure CPG, we are going to be having some really exciting perks for them because they're helping to shape the industry. So that's a major plus.
Well, and I also liken what you're doing with a distribution company with why natural products come to our shelves in the first place. A a human consumer goes out and says, "I don't like what's out there. It's not working for me. It's not healthy enough. It's not affordable enough." And they make a new product. And that's what you're doing with the distribution system. That's amazing. So, Tora, thank you so much. I know that Adventure CPG is also um, wanting this to be a very community, you know, filled solution, community backed solution. And so there is a WeFunder link that we will include in the bottom of this slide so that people can check it out and invest in this solution if they'd like. And I just want to tell you how proud of you I am for bringing this to the natural industry. It's a really revolutionary opportunity for brands. And I think that everybody needs to jump on board. So I wish you the best of luck.
I really appreciate that.
You
Thank you
bet.
for your support as well.
Yep. All right. Have a great week.
You too.
Thanks.